continue on the MSG 150 final. Summer Olympics, of course, this summer in Tokyo. The basketball team, the national team, invites 44 players to make the roster of 12. Trae Young did not get invited. You're like this.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson did not get invited. Why not at least bring him in to get him the experience? They don't have to keep him on the roster.
No, they will. They'll be on the
practice squad.
Yeah, they'll be on that other team that they put together and work out against them or something.
Trae Young not happy. He's been brilliant, of course, for the Hawks, and the other day against the Knicks went for 48. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hurt by seeing it. Obviously, I would have wanted to play on the team. Now, we were looking at some of these players. If he's invited, there's no guarantee he's making the 12.
No, not at all.
But my point is, let him. You say play against the guys. I say bring him in as one of the 44.
I mean,
to give him a shot.
Where's he going to get his time? I mean, you're talking about guys like Kyrie Irving's going to be one of the 44. Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I mean, he can continue to go down the list.
Trae Young not competitive with those guys?
No. It's not only that, Bill, but there's a pecking order with USA basketball and Jerry Colangelo. Time served, the loyalty there. So they're going to give those slots to the guys that have played Team USA basketball before or in the FIBA games. Then they're going to try and pick out, what specialties do we need? Do we need a shooter like Joe Harris? Put him in the slot and try and see if he can fill that. So that's where it comes in. And then you're going to have like Trae Young and Zion, as Alan alluded to, be the guys on the practice squad.
And you'll earn your way for the next one, maybe. Yeah. But that's the one thing we've learned about what USA basketball started to do, which once they got away from, just take a bunch of stars and throw them on a team, is they started to build a team. Yeah. How does this fit? Who fits the best? And how does it work? And, one thing we always talked about, we loved Olympics Melo. Why? Because Olympics Melo wasn't NBA Melo. He had to fit in. Yeah. He had to play a certain way. He came off the bench, which for him, right, when he jokes about me, come off the bench. Right. But he did there in London because that's how he fit. So I think they do still continue to build the roster on fit. But it also is a pecking order. There is a loyalty thing about guys, like you said, Cam, who have put in the time playing not just in the Olympics, but in the World Championships and some of the FIBA events, and they want to reward those guys.
After 2004 debacle, I'm just happy we're back on top of the world, and I don't care how they pick them. As long as they pick the guys that are going to go there and compete and bring back the gold medal. That's all I care about.
The good news is Trae wants to play. Right, and he's upset that he's not. That he didn't
he's young enough. There's a ton of Olympics for him.
He's got time. Colangelo was sitting back and said, "Okay, you're upset. Let that fuel you." Yeah. All right. So bring that to the practice.
Right.
No doubt.
All-Star Weekend in Chicago this weekend. Yeah.
I'm excited, but it's going to be cold. So if you're going out to Chicago for All-Star,
you're not the second city. The second city this weekend. All right.
No, we're not the second city ever. Just remember.
Three-point shooting. We'll show you who's going to compete. And important to note, they've added 2 shots from 6 feet behind the three-point line for 3 points, and they've expanded the time per session, per shooter, from a minute to a minute 10. So here's who's competing. You got 2 shots from even deeper.
Who you got your money on?
And Damian Lillard hurt his groin tonight, so we'll have to see if
Dame is in it. I'm going with Dame.
Dame may be out. He got hurt tonight.
I like Duncan Robinson. Every time I've seen Miami play, that kid does not miss. I've seen him miss maybe 2 threes in the handful of games.
Can you believe that kid started on the D3?
Yeah.
Williamson.
It's amazing.
Worker.
Amazing.
You know who the sleeper in that group is? We saw him tonight. Davis Bertans.
That's who you're going with?
That is a dark horse.
He's a sleeper because he's at the height. Right, so he doesn't need as much jump, not much push. This is always about endurance, and his release is a high release, and he's automatic. He's shooting over 40% from 3 this year.
You think Joe Harris can go back?
Joe Harris going to defend his title
last year, so
yeah, he has the rhythm.
Dame Lillard, I'm going with Joe Harris.
Worth pointing out, if Lillard can't play, you have Beal potentially as a replacement or Devin Booker.
No, it's West. It's West Coast.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't matter.
It's from the pool at this point.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. You're right, Bill.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Devin Booker, man, when is he going to be an all-star?
And then maybe one of them takes his spot.
You got to take Beal because they're closer to a playoff spot. What he's done over the last couple of years.
Got to be Beal.
Does Beal say, no, you snubbed me, I'm not coming? Can you do that?
But listen to this, though. Could they show sympathy for Zach LaVine? They have a better record than the Wizards. He's putting up similar numbers to Bradley Beal.
Right. Okay.
It's possible.
Now, who chooses the commissioner, I believe?
Chicago, man.
I'm just saying.
Well, you also want you'll want this guy in Chicago having help, too.
All right, so that's a three-point shooting and also the dunk contest. When you look at who's competing in this dunk contest, I mean, this is not compelling, is it? Yeah. Now, John, back in your day...
Wait, Superman, what do you mean? Where's Nate Robinson?
Now, back in your day, John, the heavy hitters competed in this competition. What's going on with the present-day player?
And that's what made Michael Jordan such bigger than life, because he's actually competed in the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend every weekend for about 3 or 4 years in a row. He lost a couple, then he came back and won. The last one he won in '80, I knew that was it, but he won back-to-back dunk contests. In '88, I mean, I was 14 years old. I remember it vividly. Going to get that poster,
but
to
even,
kiss the rim.
even when you were in the league in the late '90s, players cared more about it, it seems, than they do now. I mean, that's not
96, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when
Kobe won it in '97 at the All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stars back then, stars actually got into dunk contests, and I don't know where that changed.
I think it would have been more interesting if we would have seen Levine come in and see maybe Aaron Gordon and Levine
one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Why not? I mean, it's one of those.
Did you think that Levine won that in Toronto, or did you think that Aaron Gordon? Because I thought Aaron Gordon got cheated, robbed.
So right, he has a case.
Man,
Who do you like? Who do you guys like?
I like Aaron Gordon. I really feel that he's going to put himself above.
Yeah.
Can you believe Dwight Howard's in it, though? I mean, 11 years between his last time in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, he's going through career rehab right now, so it's actually good to see him there. But you're so right. And you know what we were cheated out of, by the way? LeBron never entered the dunk contest. And now we'll never see it.
Yeah.
He flirted with it a few times. The last great one I think that there was Blake Griffin in L.A. I was there for it, jumping over the car. Was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, watching that live was insane. Like, that was to me, like, you knew who Blake Griffin was. Like, you know who these stars, like, when it's guys that, because we are in the NBA, we know them, but it has to be names that more transcend sports, where everyone's watching, because, again, Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, all those names, Vince Carter, Kobe, like, those were everybody knew those guys. They were household names, and then them performing like that was compelling. It's no offense to these guys. These are great dunks. But we watch this stuff now on YouTube with dudes who aren't even playing in the league that do better dunks than you see in the NBA dunk.
A lot more creativity.
I'm going to tell you what messed up the dunk contest. Giving guys 18 attempts to make a dunk.
Yeah,
that blew it.
But Nate Robinson.
Because in my era, you just went up and you made your dunk. Everyone made their dunk. No one's missing 10 times.
Well, if you missed. That's it.
I remember being in Dallas for 2010 for that dunk contest when Nate Robinson won, and he had about 30 attempts. It was ridiculous to the point where he just lost the energy.
By the time he made it, just like,
okay, you get the golf clap. It was like, oh, yeah, good job, Nate.
The lob dunk, too.
Yeah.
The lob, everybody lobbing for dunks, that's all took it away. Because I feel like just the power dunks, the ability to float, to fly, like those were more compelling. Now everybody just lobs and chases them down and does.
Unless you're Spud Webb with the lob.
Remember they brought out the wheel?